Good evening. Fire crews in the mid-north are racing against time to extinguish any hotspots ahead of more hazardous weather forecast for Monday. Although the blaze is contained, there are concerns hot and windy conditions could cause more flare-ups.
Across the desolate fire ground, sheds, fences and vegetation still burn. More than 300 volunteer firefighters, Victorian and local, pounce on any flare-ups. They're coordinated by dozens of staff working around the clock at the Angaston Incident Control Centre.
The monitoring is very proactive, so as soon as somebody comes across something that needs to be suppressed, they're doing that straight away.
Monday's weather conditions are now the biggest concern. Forecasts are for conditions similar to Wednesday, when the Pinery firestorm erupted.
We'll have some northerly winds and they'll be increasing, probably about up to 35 to 45 kilometres an hour. Temperatures on the rise as well, looking like getting into the mid to high 30s for most locations.
The smallest flare-up could reignite a new fire front if containment lines are breached. There's little left to burn inside the fire zone though. Trees are cleared and there's little left for wildlife to eat. And in home after home, families are trying to piece their lives together.
It does break my heart, it really, really does.
The family of 75-year-old Alan Norris are going through what's left inside the 140-year-old Barabbas school. He's lived there for 40 years and is lucky to be alive, but the destruction has made it too difficult for him to return.
I think it would kill him, to be honest. It's pretty devastating to be here.
In Hamley Bridge, community spirit is shining through. The Institute Hall full of donated goods for those who have lost everything.
There's one family in particular who have moved into an empty house here, so we've given them books. They don't have a bookcase, things like that, but the community's been incredibly generous.
And there's no doubting these shattered communities will rebuild.
Reporter Jared Brevy joins us now live from the CFS Control Centre at Angaston. Jared, the fire may be contained, but it's far from over.
Kate, today the Urban Search and Rescue Task Force continued to work on the fire ground, going from door to door, checking on structures and the welfare of residents. The latest CFS mapping shows around a dozen incidents today, but conditions have favoured crews. Officially, the number of homes lost remains at 87, and there's been no further reports of structure or property damage. Livestock losses, however, have spiked in the past 24 hours. The latest figures in show around 13,000 sheep have been destroyed on the fire ground. The human toll remains at those 2 tragic deaths, but 5 people are in hospital tonight with critical injuries and serious burns.